Hey, and thank you so much for joining me in today's Take 5 Art Challenge video for the month of June. So today I am decorating the first pages of my new insert for my traveler's notebook, covering up the first page that is pre-printed and that I wrote an affirmation down on already. And I immediately started with one of the prompts, which is use a tea bag or coffee filter. And I didn't want to waste the tea, so I took it out of the tea bags and poured myself a nice big pot of green chai. Jumping into the rest of the prompts chosen by Sylvia 2 Owls, the next one is to use rub-ons. I'm mentioning these in no particular order, more in the order that I found my things to use in, and I will be using these roses and the pink as an inspiration for the next prompt, which is to use a monochromatic color scheme. And I based that color scheme on this illustration that I found in a Flow magazine poster book, and I just thought that the way she looks at the sky with closed eyes is perfect for the next prompt, which is choose song lyrics that you love. And I chose a song called Slow Down by Scott Orr, which goes, go down to the water, what do you see, God in the sunlight, half of it's me. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. And the way she was looking at the sky or facing her face towards the sun, even though she is, I think, meant to be in the desert, I thought this would be great to create a spread of myself looking at the ocean, or maybe a lakeside. Could be both, but I slow down most when I'm at the beach or facing the ocean, and I thought that would be it would be a nice image to use. So while I decided that I wanted to cover up that little square with the tea bags, let me just summarize the prompts chosen by Sylvia for you. So number 1 is use song lyrics of a song that you love, use tea bags or coffee filter, choose a monochromatic color scheme, mine is pinkish, pink and white. 4, use 2 stamps or 2 stencils, as you can see on screen here I decided to go with 2 stamps. And lastly, use rub-ons, and I chose those roses that you will see come back later on. I lost part of her head somewhere in between the process of trying to cover up behind the image. So I thought, how can I best cover that up? That mistake. And I decided to use the tea bags to create a foggy look. If you're ever at the beach or at the lakeside, fog tends to be there more often, so I thought it would be fitting. And I am really happy with the look that it created. My first initial thought was to just use it on the background, but then I used it to connect the 2 pages and to cover up the green that was on the cacti in the desert, something. So my color scheme would be a little bit more monochromatic, because I think it's actually duochrome now with the pink and the brown, but I won't tell anyone if you don't. The pink is the main color. And I let that pink monochromatic look come back, especially in the ink colors that I chose. I used 3 inks interchangeably with the 2 stamps that I chose. The first one is Versa Magic Malted Mauve. The second one is Distress Oxide Victorian Velvet. And the last one, which I kind of ruined by going in with pink first and then with this white, is Versacolor 80 White. Yeah, I ruined the white a little bit, but I think I will fix it by just using it more. And I actually like the light pink that it is now. So I will probably use that before I need it to be brilliantly white again. And I just used a reef stamp, or I don't know how to call it, the flower of grass. And I used one with some pluses just to create that extra foggy look, and to create the look of it being at the lakeside or at the beach, at the water, down to the water. And then I just I rubbed on some of the rub-ons or the print-on stickers that I have here. And I used the ones that didn't have any green on it, so that the monochromatic look was enhanced a little bit more. Although I already had some green in there, so I don't think it would have mattered a lot, but I wanted to enhance that feeling. And I just looked and saw where I thought they would be fitting. I thought it would be nice to have some flowers in her hair and some in the grass. And then it came down to writing down the lyrics. At first I thought I would use this Posca pen in the color beige, but somehow the color got soaked up into the paper that I wanted to use it on, so that I decided against that and just go with a Unibin jelly roll. I think that's what it's called. And I had to go over a few times to just have that white pop a little bit more. And I wrote down the lyrics of this song in my own handwriting. Yeah. And I used this gel pen and the Posca pen to add some more sparkles or dust particles or whatever you want to think they are, to add to the whimsical feeling. And after writing down the song lyrics that I wanted, I thought the right page looked a little bit too empty, and I decided to add some more of the song, which is the slow down, slow down, slow down part, which is kind of repetitive for writing and song lyrics, but just writing it down once gave that extra effect that I think turned out really great, and it really hits home the message that I wanted to give it. And that is basically it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did and want to create something yourself, use the hashtag Take5Art. We love to see what you create. Thank you again so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the other ladies, and I hope I will see you next time. Bye bye!